Don't make that mistake. Okay. PS, core. Big difference. Let's go back to the story about JFK. Can I say that? If I say JFK, will you know who I mean?
Yeah.
John Kennedy.
Second paragraph here, it says Kennedy's mother Rose. Then down below it says, almost to the bottom, their two children, John and Carolyn. Notice the comma before each one. This will come up more and more as we read. So what was going back to our story about the Corps, what was the Peace Corps? What was their idea? Peace, what does that mean?
Peace.
Peace.
Keep safe.
Safe.
Pardon?
Keep safe.
To keep safe and to help.
Yeah.
Not fighting,
Yeah.
but to do something good for people. Peace. So remember, we have same sound.
Peace.
What's
Hey.
this?
Faith.
A slice.
Piece
So,
of,
huh?
piece of
Yeah.
something.
Piece of something. A slice of, give me a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
A slice of pizza. A piece of cake. Piece of paper. But this one, no fighting. So the Peace Corps was young people would go to other countries and help build roads, build buildings, build hospitals, teach kids how to read, build a school. So it's very popular. I know many people that when I was young went into the Peace Corps. It's for a couple years, and then they came back home and did other things and went to school. There's something else I wanted to show you here. I have to go back to paragraph 2. Paragraph 2. The second, the last line in paragraph 2, it's about his mother. She was very old, but she wasn't always old. But you notice here it said her religious faith. We're going to talk about the word faith,
Yeah.
big faith and little faith.
Yeah.
So we mentioned that yesterday. When we talk about religious faith, that means what is your religion? So this is her religious faith. So if I said in this class, your religious faith is what?
Muslim.
Muslim, yes. So you have to remember that 1960, the country had presidents that were old, very traditional, and John F. Kennedy was raised Catholic. Do you know Catholic?
Catholic.
Name of a church here in Hamtramck.
Yeah.
It's a religion.
Religion.
Many people said, oh no, no Catholic. So he was the first Catholic president. Now, in the USA, things change slowly. In 1960, you have to remember, there had never been a Catholic president. He was the first one. Has there been another Catholic president?
Yeah.
Who?
Obama.
Joe Biden
Biden.
is Catholic. Yes. So many people see this as, you know, in the Constitution it says any religion, no state religion. So that came up in 2008 when Obama Obama was running for president, many people said, no, he's Muslim. Well, was he Muslim?
His father.
No.
His father was.
His father.
But in the Constitution, so what? Muslim, Catholic,
Whatever.
whatever,
Well,
whatever. It's in the Constitution. So before we go to the backside, those of you that live here in Hamtramck know that there is a very well-known politician. Do we know politician?
Politician.
He's a state senator, and he was a student I knew from the high school. His name is Ibrahim Ayash.
Yes.
Do we know Ibrahim?
Yeah.
Have you met him?
Yeah.
You didn't meet him? Anyone meet him?
Once time.
Did you meet him
Once time.
once? I have to call him and see if he'll come and talk with us. It would be good. His family is very political, and he has a sister. His sister is the president of the school board, Hamtramck School Board. And he also has a brother that goes to Michigan State University now. He went to Michigan State University, and he's out, but his brother goes there, and his brother was in Michigan State University when the guy,
Sure.
yes, the shooting. And so Abraham is very upset, and he is a leader in Michigan government looking to make change. Gun laws are not working. Too many guns, people that are crazy having guns. So I heard him on the news today, and you'll hear more about that. So he's a young person who is in many ways like Kennedy. Something new. We need to do something new and different for the people. So we'll see how he works out. So let's turn this over and go through these vocabulary words. These are good ones. And let's start up here at the top. It gives the sentences from the box. And Abdullah, start us off with sentence number 1.
Very sad event. The Czech people are clothed.
Are what?
Are called.
Called.
Tragedies.
Tragedies. Got to play with these G's here. Plural. A tragedy is an event. More than one are tragedies. Ja. This is a ja sound. Yeah. G is tricky. Number 2, Arafat.
Home people, our things have between
Wait.
home,
Beauty.
home people.
No. B-E-A-U.
This one? Home people,
When people,
our
things have
have beauty
beauty.
and silly
Style.
and style. They are elegant.
Elegant. Ja-ga. Okay. Same letter, different sound. Elegant means someone who is dressed beautifully, lots of style, like Hollywood, like the movies.
Yeah.
Abdelkader, number 3.
When you have a lot of money, you are wealthy.
Wealthy.
Perfect.
Notice. Notice, pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Wealthy.
Wealthy, healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
Healthy for the,
Healthy means in good shape,
yeah.
not sick. Hassan, number 4.
Which?
Rich, yeah.
Rich.
When you are sad, you feel faith.
Strong. Strong.
So,
What was it?
so, what? Sorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Sorrow.
Yes, strong.
Sorrow.
Sorrow.
Take a look at this word. They come from the same place.
Yeah.
Sorrow. Sorry.
Sorry. Feel bad. I'm sorry. What you have is sorrow.
I am sorrow, I am sad.
I am very sad. I have sorrow.
I have sorrow.
Same? Same meaning?
You can say I am sorrow. I have sorrow.
We wouldn't use it like that. You would say,
Same meaning.
same meaning. You could use it, but you would use sorrow like they have in here. It says, the people had great sorrow after the earthquake. Sadness. It's bigger than sadness. It's huge. Sorrow. When you go to a funeral and people are sobbing and crying, sorrow. So it's like sad, but
What's that?
worse. Are you leaving, Saham? See you tomorrow, I hope. Be careful of the wind. Did I give you this one? Did you get this one for tomorrow?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Can you
See you
sign?
tomorrow.
Can you sign it?
Oh, yes. Sign-in sheet. Number 5, Emron.
Number 10, the victories are shelled.
Wait.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Important.
Bye-bye.
Important victories are shelled.
Call.
Are called trumpet.
Trumps.
Triumphs. I won. Triumph. Triumph.
Call.
Cool.
Kill. Kill.
Called.
Call.
No ED sound. Called.
Call.
Called.
Call. Very call.
I called my doctor. I called the school. Called.
Mass.
Pardon? Past tense. Yeah.
I have call. I feel called.
Notice, you have what?
I feel called. Very called.
No. No. Oh,
I feel called. Oh.
Call.
all
Called.
old. Call cold.
Called. Old.
Yeah. Vowels. Okay. But what I heard what you said, Imran, no CH sound. Cut. In English, CA, I can't think of any examples other than the ka sound. CA, ka.
K.
Ka, ko, ka.
C.
Se sound. Se sound. E and I and
C.
Y. Like
Powers.
bicycle. Bicycle.
Recycle.
Recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triumphs. Notice
F.
unusual PH F sound. Triumphs. But you say it fast. Triumphs.
Science.
Triumphs. Number 6, Jamil.
When people are killed for political reasons, they are assassinated.
A big word. Long word.
Assassinated.
You got it. I heard it.
Yeah, assassinated.
Assassinated.
Yeah.
Yeah. A political killing. Murder of a famous person. Assassinated. Number 7, where are we?
Me.
Bekri.
Yeah. When you believe in something, you have faith in it.
Faith in it. Yep. Abdullah, number 7. No, 8.
When you speak in front of group of this.
Me or
It's all right, he started. That's okay, go ahead, read.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. You read first, then you read second.
when you speak in front of a group of listeners, listeners, you give a speech.
Speech. Okay. Speech. Okay.
Same speak. Same speak. Speak speech.
Speak.
Too many letters here.
Speak.
Okay. It's funny when you write on the board, it doesn't look right.
He speaks.
That's an action.
Yeah, that's it.
Speaks.
The verb.
He gives speech.
He gave
The thing.
Yeah.
The speech.
His
His speech
speech
is not clear.
Not clear. So a speech is, I stand in front of you and I give a big speech. But also, when I speak, I can't speak properly, and my speech is not clear. The way we talk is our speech. Let's go down to the bottom and it kind of help us. Elegant. Tell me something that you think is elegant.
Elegant.
Yes.
Good looking. How do you?
Give me an example. Something elegant.
Something else.
Yeah, someone or something that's elegant.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian?
Yes.
How
Beautiful
did you
clothes.
find the clothes?
Beautiful person. Yeah.
Attractive.
Very attractive and dressed nicely. How about number 2?
How did your person wealth
Quality?
become wealth?
How?
Work.
Oh,
Pardon?
Work.
He.
Work? How else?
Thief.
What?
Thief.
Stealing. Be a thief. Yes. How else? How else do people become wealthy?
Working hard.
It says work,
His
steal,
His
What
father there.
inherit money. This is in this story.
Yeah.
His father gave him money.
Yeah.
So that's called inherit money. It's from our story. Inherit. So do we know another person, another president, whose father gave him a lot of money?
Trump.
Trump. Trump's father was very
Very rich.
wealthy
Yeah.
and gave him money. In the story, it says in 1960, he gave him $1 million. In 1960, that was a lot of money. Today, not as much. But in 1960, it was a big amount of money. It's still a lot of money, but not like it was in 1960.
Now $1 million.
What?
$1 million in 1960 is $1 million.
How much today?
$1 million. Huh?
Million.
$1 million.
Well,
Million and billion.
لا $1 million.
Million, billion. Million, billion.
People didn't live like crazy in 1960. It was very different. I'll show you. In 1960, if you had a good job,
15,000.
What?
Five.
50. 50,000.
5,000.
That's 5,000.
5,000. That's with 5,000 a year, one income in the house, 5,000 a year. You can buy a house, buy a car, pay for the kids, pay for the clothes.
Yeah.
Good. In 1960. Not today. You want to buy a house in Hamtramck, 1960?
5,000. 5,000. Now.
Yeah, I know.
Worker in 1960 $1 per hour.
In 1960, my first job,
See that?
75
75
cents.
cents.
75 cents an hour.
Cents?
Yeah. 1960, my first job, 75 cents an hour.
You first this job?
My first job,
60?
1960, yeah.
How many years? 4 years?
What?
4 years?
Wait,
Period.
4 years.
For, oh, this is per hour.
Yeah, I got you.
I was in school, in high school, but I worked after school on weekends.
69.
Yeah. At the community center. Do you know community center? What is a community center?
Community
Community center, what is
center.
that?
The people,
A place for people to do things in the community.
yeah.
In back of Horizon is a community center. There's a workout room, a gymnasium. So I worked at the community center for 75 cents an hour.
And flash.
What?
This one and flash. And flash. And flash.
Inflation, yes.
Inflation.
Inflation is different, yes. How much was gasoline in 1960?
Gallon, 50 cents.
50 cent. 50 cent.
15 cents.
15 cents, not 50 cents,
15.
15 cents.
15 cents.
Very different.
Yeah.
Number 3, what do you have faith in?
Huh?
Number 3, what do you have faith in?
Believe
Faith in.
Pray. Pray.
So what do you have faith in? You'd
Pray.
say- Someone would say, I have faith in prayer. I have faith in the imam.
Yeah.
I have faith in my family. I have faith in, do you ever get on an airplane?
Yeah.
Who drives the airplane? Who drives it?
Captain.
The captain.
Yeah.
Do you have faith in the captain?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, if I don't have faith in the captain, I'm not going to get on. So there's big faith and little faith.
Faith in the doctor.
I have faith in my doctor. Number 4, or here's a good one. Number 4, Abdullah, read number 4.
Number 4. Who is another beautification? Who has assassinated?
Politician.
Politician.
Look at that word.
Politician.
C-I-A-N. Shun.
Politician. Yeah.
Politician.
Politician.
So, who is another one? Assassinated.
in President USA.
It says another politician, anywhere.
Mohammed Boudiaf in Algeria.
What's his name?
Boudiaf
Boudiaf
in Algeria.
in Algeria. Who else?
Ali Abdullah Saleh.
In Yemen.
President of Yemen.
Salah.
Assassinated.
Yeah.
Salah.
Assassinated.
He was.
Yeah.
أشهر activity.
King Faisal.
And the very famous one that I remember when I was little was Mahatma Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Gandhi was assassinated.
India.
مصر أنور سادات.
What's his?
Sadat, Anwar Sadat. Egypt.
Anwar Sadat from Egypt,
Yeah.
assassinated.
King Faisal,
Now-
Saudi Arabia.
Now we just did this in class a couple weeks ago. Martin Luther King
Yeah.
was assassinated.
Yeah.
So, this word, I guess maybe he's not a politician, but he was a civil rights person. but
Politician.
shun.
Physical.
Shun. Shun. Okay. We know that ending.
Shun.
Shun.
Shun. Vacation.
Vacation. So you see this ending, same sound as this. So remember the C. What we know about this C, okay? C-I-N, shun.
Politics.
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 Politics is discussion of policy in government to make decisions.
Political.
Political.
A political idea, a political person, a political speech, political. This an adjective? This a thing? This a person. Okay? Political. Just, pardon?
Kajachi.
Ajashi?
Kajachi.
Kajakshi, yeah.
Kajakshi.
Uh,
Political
he was-
assassinate
He was assassinated. Where was he assassinated?
in Turkey.
Turkey.
Yes. And that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cut him pieces.
No.
Yeah. Who would do that?
محمد بن سلمان.
Saudi Arabia.
The king.
No, the
The
king.
king, yeah.
The king.
He's bad guy.
You know,
ماشي هذا.
do you know,
Uh,
we've been talking about history in here. We know that England, Great Britain, was big power. And one of the kings of England, his name was Henry. King Henry the Eighth. King Henry number 8.
yeah.
King Henry had many wives.
How many wives?
After him.
I have to look, I can't remember. But what happened to his wives?
Yeah. They killed him.
Oh.
Chopped off their heads.
Oh. That's why many wives.
He didn't like her.
Only one is enough.
And he's famous,
Yeah.
very famous, very elegant. I'll find you a picture. King Henry the Eighth. Just for your information, we went through a number of people that were assassinated, but Kennedy was not the first.
Lincoln. How about
Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. President Garfield was assassinated, late 1800s. McKinley, assassinated.
Yes.
GF.
assassinated? This was not a president.
Yes, brother.
I don't know the year of this, but this was about, this is, I think, maybe 84, something like that. I'm not sure about those dates. But in 1968,
Yeah. His brother.
his brother Robert was going to be the president. He would have for sure been the president. And he was assassinated.
Who killed JFK?
Harvey Oswald.
I know person.
On your way? See you tomorrow.
Organization or?
No, he was, he had been in many organizations, but they think he was, no one really knows for sure. But he had been to Cuba. The United States was arguing with Cuba. He had many contacts and
KGB?
not KGB. At that time, it could have been involved with Russian spies, but they don't think so. They can't find any evidence of it. There's, you know, but the United States, all countries have secrets. Do you know secrets?
Secret.
I'm not going to tell you. Okay. So we don't really know. That was Harvey Oswald, and he was killed. They found him, and then somebody in the police station
Wow.
killed him. And this one,
What's his name? His brother.
Report.
this one, Robert.
Robert.
Robert Kennedy was brother to this.
So they killed the three brothers.
First one died in the war.
Jew.
Joe died in the war.
In the war, yeah.
He was assassinated.
Assassin one
He was assassinated.
has killed him.
His killer's still alive.
Still alive.
Yeah. Sirhan.
So, where is he from?
I'm trying to remember. I think he may have been Algerian. I have to look it up. Yeah. But he's in prison, but from what I understand, he has Alzheimer's. Do you know Alzheimer's? What is it? Alzheimer's. You don't know that term? It's a term for when people get older and their brain starts to not work,
Yeah.
like dementia.
Yeah.
They don't know who they are. So
Alzheimer.
Alzheimer's disease. Yeah. We'll do a health thing about that. So he was killed 1968, and a very tragic family. Very tragic. There's another brother, Teddy Kennedy, was a senator from Massachusetts. And he was in politics for a long time. This man had two children, Caroline, and the other one was John Jr. His son went up in a plane.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's gone. The daughter's still alive. Yeah. So many tragedies in that family.
Yeah.
This guy here, it said in there, just a little extra information. His father was a very important person, Joseph Sr. Remember, Joe killed in the war?
Yeah.
So remember, Joseph Sr., Joseph Jr. number one, number two. So his father was the ambassador to England. Do you know ambassador?
Yeah.
Like at the embassy? Yeah. So that was his father, very important man. And very wealthy. Very wealthy. Now when I say wealthy, it's not the same as today. My daughter lived in Boston for a while, and maybe a half a mile away from her house is the family home where all the Kennedy kids grew up in that house. It's a nice house, but not fancy, not huge, just a very nice house. People did not have that kind of crazy money that there is today. When you look at, you know, some of the buildings that people live in, 30 million, 40 million, crazy. So that's a little bit different. And let's go number 5. Arafat, read number 5.
What happened on the news? That was a tragedy.
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 What do you know that was a tragedy? Anyone?
Information, no good. No good information.
What information that you know of we've been talking about as a tragedy?
Earth, like
The earthquake, the people killed.
Yeah.
Numbers going up. 40,000. Still going up. What happened in East Lansing? The shooting in East Lansing at Michigan State. The tragedy. And Fekri, number 6.
What was been Trump?
What has been?
What has been a triumph? Triumph in your life.
In your life, a triumph. Something special. Anyone? Anyone? A triumph?
No yet?
What?
No yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I have students in here that had to work very hard to get papers to get here. They finally got here, a triumph, because they spent so much time, so much money.
to move in US,
Yes, yeah,
to get a better job.
yep, yep, a triumph. I'm going to stop early today. I have to go to Horizon, so we won't start our grammar for today, but bring that back tomorrow if I gave it to you.
Story Saturday.
Yes, with the map on the back.
Our community.
Yeah, and if you have this one, this is the good map. Bring this back tomorrow. It's larger, so we'll talk about directions, direction words. Do you have one?
No.
Okay. Arafat?
I don't have one.
No tragedies today, only triumphs. Just to remind you, JFK was young,
Youngest.
and he was the youngest.
Yeah.
And in 1963, the United States and the Soviet Union, very close to bombs. And his people, and the old guys in the government said, go for it. Let's have war with Russia. Get rid of them. And he said, wait a minute. stop.
He assassinated.
He was assassinated. Yes. He stopped the United States from going to war.
Just he.
He had a group of people that said we need to use our brains.
Yeah.
And so we did not go to war.
Another prison?
Pardon?
Another prison? Or just only...
He was the president at that time. But he had his people on one side, people on the other. Some people say, let's go to war. Some people say, let's solve the problem.
Yeah.
And he did solve the problem.
So,
And what person was very helpful to him? The Russian guy, Khrushchev. Khrushchev and Kennedy said, we're not going to do this.
yeah.
Other people in the government said, let's go for it. We're going to win.
Yeah.
And he was smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe this why they killed him.
Yes, that's why many people think.
Yeah.
I have to tell you this. When I was in elementary school and in high school in the 50s and 60s, we used to have a drill, like a fire drill. You know, they say, they'd have a fire drill and say, everybody outside to show what would happen if there's a fire. Tornado.
Yeah.
We used to have air raid for a nuclear bomb. A nuclear bomb. And what we would do in school. And you're going to think this is crazy, but they would say, take your biggest notebook, heavy. This is no joke. Go under the table, put this over your head,
Yeah.
and hide under the table.
Why?
For atomic bomb. Do you know atomic bomb?
Umbrellas.
Nuclear bomb.
Umbrella.
Hydrogen bomb. Yes. This wouldn't do anything. I'd be fried like a French fry.
That's right.
But that's how close the United States came
20 years?
for many, many years.
When?
In the 1950s, 1960s. Yeah. This building was built in the 1950s.
Yeah.
That Greg that was in here tells about the basement down here is an air raid shelter in case of bombs, built during the 1950s. So the United States, Soviet Union came very close to war.
Cold War.
Yep. Cold War, but could have gone bad. Yep. So anyway, be safe,
Thank you.
and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Interesting discussion, I think.
I'm not signing.
All right, did you sign in? Zachary?
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye, Amran. See you.